from Iwouldcampthat. I've had a couple friends ask us what do we use to record, so I figured I can show you all of the stuff that we use behind the scenes to bring you the videos of our camping trips. First and foremost, we have our camera bag. It's a 3-point sling harness from Pro. As you can see, it's got quite a bit of space to it, and it's quite sturdy, so if we're going hiking, it's not going to rattle around too much and everything's nice and secure. The great thing about this bag is that, as you can see, it's staying on my back and it's not moving around, but if I need to bring it around front really quick to grab the camera, there's this buckle right here. I can pop that, and then boom, swing it around right to the front, and then here's the main compartment. Unzip that, and that's where our camera would go if I wasn't using it to record right now. So, big main compartment here with a lot of Velcro holding the compartment separate, and that's where our camera would go nice and secure. And the other most important thing is this little Velcro pouch right in the front. If we pop that open, we have all of our extra SD cards held in a card carrier here. So if our camera gets full all of a sudden from other videos or camera footage, then we can just grab another one from here. Right now it's all 4 cards are full, but we don't have super large ones. So in the future we're hoping to get some more of the 128 gigabyte ones so that we can hold on to a lot of footage, especially if we're on a longer trip and we can't put all of our footage onto a computer so that we can empty out the card. Once you're in this main compartment, there's 2 more buckles. You can undo those, and then you can unzip this whole thing even farther, and then I've set my bag up so that underneath the main compartment is where I keep one of our many tripods. This one's a GorillaPod, courtesy of my mom. Thank you, Mom. And then it's really easy just to keep everything all zipped up and secure, and then you can go on with your trip or move on to the next piece of footage that you would like to record. I'll show you all the rest of the little goodies and all the extra little hidden pockets in here next. So, as I mentioned, our first thing to grab is our GorillaPod. If you haven't seen one of these before, it's really interesting. Rather than having 3 legs consisting of just telescoping straight pieces, each little piece you see here is a little ball joint. That means that everything is flexible, and then you can wrap the legs in whatever position that you like. This means that you can wrap it around a branch or a fence post or anything if you can't afford to get your big tripod out, but you really need your camera to stay steady. It's pretty darn simple. This one's a Joby brand one. We are really hoping that, especially in this cold weather, you don't want to put your camera down anywhere where it can possibly get wet. So if we can't afford to bring the tripod out, we can use this guy and make sure that everything stays steady and our camera isn't at risk of being too close to any dangerous environments. And it fits right back down in there. So next in this top pocket right here, we've got some more little accessories to help us out. The first thing is the battery charger that came with our camera. It's a pretty simple little guy here, and you can plug it into any wall outlet. Of course, with our Jackery, that means that we can charge it on the go if we need a fresh battery. We just keep it in here so that everything with the camera is all together. Next up, this is a really well-used little guy. This is an Optex brand mini tripod. So if you've ever wondered how we do that dash cam footage, it's actually our camera set up on top of this tiny tripod on the dash with one of us holding it steady to make sure it doesn't slide off. This guy obviously is pretty low down to the ground, so you can't use him in deep snow or anything like that, but if you want a low angle shot, or if you're setting this up on a picnic table, it'll do the job. And it's, as you can see, very compact, so he can just fit into any old pocket and he's ready to go. Also in this pocket we just have a couple cleaning cloths. Really important to have in case you need to get some dust or some moisture off of your lens, because that can actually be quite dangerous for your camera. We're hoping to have a little spray bottle of cleaning fluid in here, but with the cold weather we don't want it to accidentally freeze. So it's not in here at the moment, but in the summertime we'll probably carry it with us. Next, we have this little pocket closer to the front. So this is exclusively for our microphone stuff. It's a very tiny little piece of equipment. It's basically just a wire with your tiny, tiny little microphone piece in a clip. So this is a Rode brand microphone, and you can link it up to just about any free voice recorder app through your smartphone. And then all you do is you plug that into your phone, and then it'll record what you're saying into the microphone. The point of the clip is to try to clip it to the inside of your coat or sweater. It protects the microphone from the wind and tries to block out any extra noise, but you also need to make sure you clip it about 5-6 inches away from your mouth, otherwise you're going to have volume spikes, and that's really hard to get out in editing. So if we find that it's really windy out, or if there's a lot of roadside noise, we bust this little bad boy out, and we try to get clearer audio so that folks can still hear what we're saying. We have the camera itself. So we have a Canon EOS M100 camera. Now, we're not professionals. This was a gift from my mom. Thanks, Mom. Mostly we just really like this guy because it is beginner friendly. It's really fast autofocus, and it has an LCD flip-up screen, so if we're recording by ourselves without our partner here to help, oh look, you can see my reflection. If we don't have our partner here to help, you can flip this guy upright and then you can see what you're recording so that you're able to do a solo video, like I am now. It's nice and compact, it's pretty easy to use. We're looking up new stuff every day to try to do, both for camping and for the camera itself, so hopefully in the future we'll be able to show you some other cool stuff that we can do with this guy. The one other thing I want to show you is our main use tripod. So this guy is a Rikon digital with a 3-way swivel head. This guy can go up to 52 inches. This guy's a little bit harder to take in the field, so honestly we don't always bring him, especially if the other person is there and they can hopefully hold the camera steady freehand. But if we know that we're going to be doing longer videos that we can't really hold on to the camera freehand, or if we know we need some long shots in the distance that you can't hold the camera steady for. Every time you see a panorama shot of us just kind of spinning around the entire campsite so you can see what we see, we're using this guy, just turning the camera on the head right there. In the future, we're planning on getting another spare battery so we can keep the camera going even if the battery dies halfway through. Some more SD cards, and possibly a way of carrying all of our tripods with us if we really need to bring them along, even if we're leaving the vehicle. We're hoping to use the camera in new and creative ways, and hopefully let you guys see more of our campsites in the future and really see what we're seeing to bring the experience to you. We hope that you found the information here useful and interesting. If anybody has tips or feedback, we're really happy to hear it. Like I said, we're still kind of new to this and not professionals by any means. We're just doing this as a hobby that we really want you to enjoy along with us. This has been Rita from Iwouldcampthat. Have a good night, everybody.